What up, YouTube? Webhead Mike here, and the weather may be dreary outside, but I am cheerful inside because there is a lovely video circulating the internet showing SS Rajamouli and James Cameron hitting it off with each other. It's because talent recognizes talent. Again, say what you will about Avatar 1 or 2. I know they're very simplistic. I know there are some dumb moments in them, but they connect with the population, clearly. And SS Rajamouli is that equally on board. I swear, if only he had the platform and sounding board that James Cameron did, he would be a household name just like him. I would compare, like, Bahubali Parts 1 and 2 to anything Cameron's done. I would definitely put RRR up there. Definitely above. Like, if someone held a gun to my head, I would clearly state RRR is the superior movie. But instead of any bickering back or forth, they are just enamored with each other's craft. Citing previous things they've done. For instance, SS Rajamouli can't stop talking about Titanic, Terminator, Aliens, and James Cameron saw RRR in his own home theater. Personally, I gotta say, if you can watch it in a theater, if there's an RRR encore, get out for it. It's well worth your time. But this is such a beautiful thing to see because SS Rajamouli, as great as he is obscure to the world outside of India. And that is a crying shame. Because Bahubali and RRR are just cinematic masterpieces that need to be seen by as many people as possible. I haven't yet met one person who didn't like them. Now, there is a bit of a challenge with a language barrier, but the story is so compelling, the characters are so well done, the conflict, it's just so good. And now we have a case where, and I'll link to the video down below and use it as a thumbnail, but there is a time, just as they're apparently about to be leaving, where James Cameron tells SS Rajamouli, if ever you want to make movies here, you let me know. And I gotta say, when some people saw RRR and said he needs to make a Marvel movie, I had to douse their hopes because he already said, ain't no way I'm doing that. I am making Indian movies, Indian stories. And again, even if he did work for Marvel or anything under Disney, he would be constrained by their sensitivity readers and censors. He would be constrained by certain rules that they have rather than just telling a story. We need that over here. We need people that are just able to tell their story and not have any outside influences on it. But we had that with Avatar because James Cameron was able to just make his story, make his money, make buku money, and go at it again with Avatar 3, the way the Seed Bear, I believe is its title. And I gotta say, if SS Rajamouli ever did make a movie that made it to America big, and he had James Cameron backing him, in which case I would hope he wouldn't have all these constraints and red tape going about his way. I imagine James Cameron would be there as a friend and cut all that down so he would be unrestrained to go and give us a story we'll cherish forever. For instance, my girlfriend saw RRR for the first time in a theater. I told her very little of what the movie was because I had problems grasping how do I share this without spoiling everything? And that was a bit of a hindrance to her going in. It was also kind of late. So there was a chance she might have fallen asleep despite how good or bad it was. And yet she was engaged the whole time and said, thank you. You have shown me my new favorite movie. And it still is her favorite movie. It's just so wholesome. It's eternal. It's just, again, it's a story you can cherish forever because it's not influenced by outside sources. There's a whipping scene that probably wouldn't get past many people here. And oddly enough, it's a film both sides of the aisle can enjoy, because you look on one side, you see on the left, you see brown people rising up against their oppressors, the British, who are all white. And then on the right, you see them say, oh look, guns are the source to freedom. Right on. 2A all the way. It just brought everyone together to just enjoy and recognize, wow, this is good. So, I am very keenly paying attention to what's happening with this development. I am happy to see the two directors acknowledge each other, because talent recognizes talent. It's not like many critics out there who look at a work of art and then disassemble it. No. If another artist looks at another work of art, they don't ever take it apart. They will look at aspects of it and go, ooh, wow, look at that. Ooh, look what you did over there. Ain't that nice? Yeah. Ooh, what inspiration. And that's what I saw in that exchange. And I hope, if SS Rajamouli does, I also hope that he will not be constrained, and that with an ally like Cameron, he will be able to evade all these harmful, censorious, dragging through the mud red tape that he would be occupied with. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you heard of either of them? If you're in America, or if you follow any movies, I'd be shocked if you haven't heard of James Cameron. But I'd be less shocked if you haven't heard of SS Rajamouli. But you better, because Bahubali Parts 1 and 2, RRR, and I'm going to be looking further back in his catalog, are the best movies you haven't seen. And I thank you very much for watching all this way. But until next time, Webhead Mike, out.